Hello, me and Ash are here at the Firestation with Frank Turner today.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good. Now we're going to start off with people who might not be quite as familiar with you as others. You have to introduce yourself in 30 seconds.
30 seconds. I could probably do it in less than that. Has the
Go on
time
then.
started already?
Go now.
Okay, right. My name's Frank Turner and I am an Englishman from Winchester, and I grew up listening to punk rock, and now I'm trying to play something approaching folk or country music, but you can't escape the fact that I grew up with punk rock. Time.
Yeah, no, you managed to handle that pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
So, tonight, you're playing a fairly intimate gig at
Yes.
Bournemouth Old Firestation. Excited?
Yes. It's funny. I've been to the old fire station a number of times before, and every time I played here before, I've not done a headline show here before, but every time I played here before, there's always been about 20 people here, and it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like when it's full.
The queue outside's already.
Yeah, the queue was cool. I must say, I was eating food over the road, and there are a couple of people asking to get their photos taken when I'm eating.
Oh.
The thing is, most of the time, I try and be the most kind of like whatever for anybody all the time kind of person, but it's a bit like halfway through
You fans
the same year, and it's a bit
yeah.
kind of like, come on, man, give me a break.
Not the right time.
But it was all right. But yeah, no, it should be. I'm looking forward to the show. It should be good. I like Bournemouth a lot. So yes, good times.
So,
We've kind of heard that you have like tank plans to chase a record label down with a tank.
In it for the tank, yes. Do they sell tanks in Bournemouth?
nope.
They might hire them somewhere.
Apparently, the place to get tanks is the former Soviet republics.
So you've actually properly looked into this?
Maybe I'm not.
There's
I couldn't
logistics
possibly
behind
comment. But you know, sort of like
camera.
Kazakhstan,
Costings?
Ukraine, places like that. Apparently, they only cost about like 20 grand or so. But the problem is, shipping them costs about the same again.
Such a pain.
I know, man. Where's the man supposed to get his tanks from these days?
They're just not helping a guy out.
So what are you going to do with the tank when you get it?
Just hang out, threaten people I don't like.
Yeah, friend people?
Yeah, like the usual. What would you do with
Yeah.
the tank?
Standard tank usage.
Drive down the road, sort of,
Maybe go and occupy a telephone exchange. Feel like I'm having a revolution of sorts or something. That'd be fun.
Would you say you prefer playing intimate gigs, or are you more of a big stadium performer kind of guy?
Either or, really. I think that a good show is to find a way. This really vague, indefinable thing called atmosphere. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I've done good shows to 5 people, and I've done terrible shows to 1,000 people. And it's not to do with the venue. It's not just to do with the venue or whatever. It's just an awful lot of different things come together. I'm sure tonight will be lots of fun. It's kind of small and sweaty, and everyone on top of each other, so we'll have a good time. But we did Brixton Academy. That was also awesomely awesome. So, win some, lose some.
That's good.
With all these sort of gigs, you're travelling a lot, and obviously anyone that reads your Twitter can easily see you're over the world constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Of all these places you visited, where is your favourite place in the world?
Well,
Your top 3.
aside from England, which I know it's quite boring, but I'm very attached to this lump of rock.
And we're both Southampton boys, so
Winchester, I'm up the road, my friend, up the road.
Don't know.
But
South Coast.
South Coast, yeah. But I'm a massive American lover, Americophile, whatever the word is.
Specific area?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the kind of metropolitan areas. It's more kind of like the rural south and kind of the far west, like Montana and stuff like that. But even so, New York's not my favourite place in America, but America's definitely my favourite country in the world. Outside of England, and I absolutely adore America and Americans and all things American. I love it. I think it's great. Thumbs up.
Wicked, it's a good place. I'm not going to ask you your favourite songs because that would be gut wrenching, make you choose between your favourite child.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think we'd ask our parents that, would we?
I know.
Fear
You
of
always slightly
the
suspect.
answer. You do worry that even though I clearly am your favourite child. But yeah, we're going to move on to some Twitter questions now. We've tweeted in to our followers, asked for some tweeple. We call them tweeple.
Some strange
to give you some
responses.
questions. We've had some odd responses. Do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I can start us off. A guy called Andy Touch wants to ask you a question. Would you watch a really great film 25 times in a row, or would you rather watch 25 different films?
I think 25 different films, just because I think that with the exception of the first Airplane movie, watching any film 25 times in a row is just going to kill the film for you eventually, do you know what I mean? And I'd rather watch 25 meth films and then go and watch a nice good film afterwards for the second time and still enjoy it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Pointless Blog asks whether you're a big YouTube viewer and if you have a favourite YouTube video.
I don't know whether I describe myself as a big YouTube viewer. I mean, I watch.
Like, do you watch them for
here and there. Recently, I've been really into this thing called Ordinary Swedish Mealtimes. You know about that? No. It's the best thing on the internet, basically. I'm a big internet fan because, like, for example, there was that website the other day, KimJongIlLookingAtThings.com, and like, when I saw that, I was like, fucking well done, the human race. Do you know what I mean? This is what we should be using our ingenuity for. Anyway, and it's regular Ordinary Swedish Mealtimes on YouTube. Look it up. I haven't laughed that hard in quite a long time.
So with these sort of things, do you follow the sort of Tumblr cult where they post the random stuff like this? Or?
No, not really.
No,
do you guys know what beta is?
No.
B3TA. It's I've said too much already. I spend a lot of time.
Sounds like a cult now.
Spend a lot of time on the beta boards and reading the beta newsletter. Check it out. It's a great website.
Check it out.
Yeah, but it links to a lot of awful, silly nonsense around the internet.
It's always the best type of nonsense on the web.
Okay, we'll go as a random internet viewer then YouTube.
Yeah, I don't really like subscribe to any channels on YouTube or any of that sort of thing.
Good to know the inspiration from songs comes from Kim Jong-il looking at things.
Yeah, man.
That's various other internet
I should absolutely write a song about Kim Jong-il looking at things.
I'm sure it'll go down well.
Amazing. That's a good idea. Alright, it's up here now. It's going to happen.
I started something
when
now.
it's written, we know we were part of this.
This can get a trace by now. Got a Twitter user called Steve So Badass who wants to know whether you would play at his birthday party.
I heard it even has cookies and milk if you attend.
Cookies and milk.
That's where atmosphere.
Although it has to be said that superior to cookies and milk is dark chocolate like plain chocolate digestives. The finest biscuit known to man. I think you'll find with milk. Anyway, I'm not in any way averse to playing people's birthday parties. The problem is more just that I just don't really have the time usually because I'm really, really busy. And on those few days when I do get a day off, I like to do things like remind my family what I look like, try and see if any of my friends have still got the phone number, the same phone number they did last time I called them 4 years ago. Do you know what I mean? It's like, sometimes you do get people who kind of look through my list of upcoming dates, spot one tiny little gap and be like, come and play my party on that day, and it's kind of like, mate, really? Do you know what I mean?
Have you ever played birthday parties before?
Yeah, I've done a few here and there, so, but it's like I say, it's not an aversion to playing birthday parties full stop, it's more just kind of I try and do as much stuff as I can as it is, and trying to jam that sort of thing in as well is liable to drive me out of my tiny little mind eventually.
Obviously the exception would be if he had a tank, dark chocolate digestives and milk. I mean, that would change everything.
Yeah, it fucking would actually. Sorry.
So Steve, if you want Frank to come to your birthday party,
you know
buy a
how to do it. Yeah,
some chocolate digestives inside of it.
Another former Soviet socialist.
Yeah, that's how you want to go. Finally, we have a question from Sean Tracy, who wants to know what your favourite milkshake is.
That's standard question.
I like a nice strawberry milkshake.
Nice strawberry milkshake.
In fact, I was in a place the other day that did a number of exciting kind of left-wing flavours of milkshake.
Shakeaway. You've been Shakeaway.
I think it was a shake. There's one of them on the high street in Winchester.
Yeah,
and I still went for a strawberry, even though I had the option of going for something considerably more avant-garde.
Cream egg in it, muffin.
Yeah. Never heard of milkshakes being left wing.
Here it is. No, old primary colours for me. Strawberry milkshake will do me just fine. But cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, my pleasure, man. Thank you guys.
Nice
Thank you very much. Cheers.